Morning, everyone. If you could find a seat so we can start. Sorry, I didn't know so many people would come. It's very touching. So just grab a seat and then we can start the broadcast as well, and we can start to celebrate Mom's life. There's still some seats in front here. It's weird. I keep thinking she's just going to walk in here and it's a birthday party or something. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. My mom touched a lot of people's lives in many different ways. I'm going to ask my uncle just to open with prayer for us. And then there's a few of us that will share some thoughts and loves and memories of her. And then we'll have a little slideshow. And then we'll ask everybody to go outside for a little gesture that we want to do. So thank you, actually, honestly, from the bottom of my heart for coming through. I really appreciate it.
Goeiemôre almal. Ek wil net open met skriflesing en gebed op hierdie hartseer dag. So dit is nie ek wat rasie is, hy hoor. Ek lees vir ons uit Psalms, Psalm 121. Ek kyk op na die berge, waar vandaan sal daar vir my hulp kom? My hulp kom van die Here, wat hemel en aarde gemaak het. Hy sal nie toelaat dat jy struikel nie. Hy wat jou beskerm, slaap nooit nie. Waarlik, die beskermer van Israel sluimer nie in die en hy slaap nie. Hy beskerm jou. Die Here bewaar jou van alle gevare. Bedag sal die son jou nie steek nie, en snags sal die maan jou nie kwaad doen nie. Die Here sal jou beskerm teen alle gevaar. Jou lewe sal hy beskerm. Hy sal jou beskerm waar jy ook al gaan, vir nou en vir altyd. En ek kan toemaak vir gebed. Vader, ons neem vandag afskeid van Tersia. Haar nalatenskap getuig van liefde, wysheid, uithou vermoë en 'n onblusbare gees. Sy het diep spore getrap in ons hart. Sy was altyd daar vir almal, vir vriende, familie. Sy was 'n regte staatmaker op wie ons almal altyd kon staatmaak. En jy kon haar altyd bel as daar enige iets is, en sy was daar vir ons almal. Die dood van 'n geliefde is 'n groot verlies. Dit bring hartseer en pyn. Die dood roep ons almal om die lewe in 'n nuwe lig te sien. Jesus het immers vir ons aan die kruis gesterf, sodat ons nie meer vir ons self sal lewe nie, maar vir hom. Soos ons weet, is daar altyd 'n tyd om te kom en 'n tyd om te gaan. Ons weet nooit wanneer die Vader ons gaan roep nie. Ons rou vandag oor haar vader, maar ons weet ook in die hemel het 'n engel ryker geword. Ons sal haar nooit vergeet nie. Sy was baie spesiaal. Mag sy sagkens en in vrede rus by U. Amen.
Dankie, Jimmy. When all that's left of her is the love she shared. My mother, my friend, my confidant, the queen of lists. I know everyone thinks their mom is the best in the world, but I would argue that even my friends, my colleagues, and all the partners I've had through my life love my mother, and her presence was always welcomed. She had a shining light in her that she was eager to share, and people confided in her and they trusted her. We had a very deep bond, and I cherished it even from a very young age. I'm so grateful that we could be so open with each other. I knew that no matter what happened in my life, my mother would have my back and I would have hers. We have a soul contract between us, and I believe it spanned many lifetimes, because the bond and the loyalty we shared will continue onward. It's not energy that just disappears. It goes way beyond this plane and has come from many cycles of love and shared energy. She had patience with differences of opinion and always tried to bring people together. She was quick to forgive, maybe sometimes too quick. Always the mediator to try and reconcile and make things happy again. For all the hardships she has gone throughout her life, she would always still have time for other people, to help a friend, a family, or a person in need. Some of you here worked with her and got to know her work ethic. Most who work with her would say she was hard and difficult boss in the beginning. But once she knew how her brain worked and how organized she was, that turned into inspiration and a loyalty and a dedication to her that would span decades. The business connections in the shower door community she built has lived on to Shower Biz, and the staff are now family, and they will continue her legacy, and they also will now have to admit that they suffer from showerlitis. Crowned by some as the most organized person in the world, my mother's lists had lists. I recall the fear we would have as kids when she announced that the coming weekend we have to sort out the tool shed in the garage, and we all have to be present. Now, as an adult, I can compare that to weekend stock take at work. Not fun, but it taught us a lot and it built character. But she always knew where everything was, and you can find a pair of scissors in every room in the house. Until today, I do the same. I still believe that she could have been famous on one of those TV shows where they go and sort through your whole house and change your life, get rid of all the hoarding, organize your cupboards. The only thing is that she was a teeny weeny bit of a hoarder herself, especially bags, shopping bags. She's got one in every color. You know, it's true, Patricia. One of the blessings of her hoarding and safekeeping, though, were her photo albums and the collections of the memories of our family and friends. It's like she felt she was the family storyteller. She would often tell me she's busy sorting through all the photos and making albums for people as gifts. I know I have one from when I turned 21 that spans over my entire life, and I know she's done some for other people as well. Just give me a minute. And that is why we decided to do a photo table today. And we've brought some of the albums for you to go through because there's just so many to actually frame. We've done some collages. See if you spot yourself in them. We've also put up some of her travels and her sunset photos. She was truly such a beauty inside and out. She loved the phases of the moon and sunsets and would often send me photos and messages just to tell me to go outside and look up at the moon in the sky. How I will miss those. A woman with many talents. She taught me how to sew at age 12. She sewed all my dance costumes for my competitions. I found a dress in her cupboard this week that I sewed her 27 years ago, that she's kept all these years. Until today, I still sew my competition dresses. Her quilting brought her so much joy, and she gifted beautiful heirloom quilts to family and close friends, and in the same time made friends for life from her quilting circle. She was a late bloomer in the female friendship realm, and I'm so grateful for her friends she's had over her lifetime that she could trust, confide, and laugh with, especially when I have been living so far away for a while. Even our local community loved her. Mom joined the Neighborhood Watch. I think she was the first woman in it. And then also pushed forward with the road closure project and the bicycle security in our area. We all used to joke that she's the mayor of Sakabula Avenue. True class captain, overachiever spirit through and through. She was also a true adrenaline junkie. Her love for adventure was way bigger than her fused lower back vertebrae allowed. She always wanted to skydive, but she was never cleared to do that. She did, however, do the longest zip line in the world in Rak in the UAE. She loved fast cars, having grown up with her father racing cars and bikes as a hobby. I booked her a few laps in the Formula 2000 at Abu Dhabi Formula 1 track. And when she got into the racing car, she told the driver, "Don't hold back, I'm not scared." When I asked her to make a bucket list for her retirement years, one of the items was that she wanted to do hot air ballooning. Little did she know that I had actually planned to take her to Cappadocia and Turkey soon to do ballooning. I wasn't going to get in the balloon, by the way. It was just going to be her. Little did I know that was on her list. I only saw her bucket list when I came here and sat behind her desk to help with the business. My mom literally and mentally had no fear. She was the strongest person in every sense of the word. Not in life and not in dark times, no fear. She always knew she'd be okay, and that was what she's taught me. Nothing in life is so bad that you can't pick yourself up again. She was extraordinary and will continue to be an inspiration for so many. The ones she mentored, the ones she met along the way, her friends and her family. And so I leave you all with this poem as a farewell to my best friend and my mom. The greatest way we can honor those we've lost is by continuing to live our lives with purpose, joy, and courage. Because deep down, we know that's exactly what they would want for us. Though they may no longer walk beside us, their love remains within us, quiet, steady, and unwavering, urging us forward, rending us to embrace each day, not in sorrow, but in a tribute to the life they lived and the light they left behind. Sorry, guys. It's a lot. In our laughter, they echo. In our strength, they endure. And in our dreams, they live on. So we keep reaching for the sun through the clouds, for the meaning in the quiet, for hope when it falters, and for the courage to keep becoming the people that they believed we would be. And when we lift our eyes to the night sky and remember, they are the stars above watching over us, guiding us gently, reminding us that love does not end, it only changes form. As we carry them in our hearts, we become the living legacy of her love. Thank you. I'm going to ask my sister now to come and say a few words.
Thank you all for coming. I didn't quite know what to say, as it is still a difficult time for everybody. But I found a poem that my mum wrote me when I went to America. And I guess now I know where I got my poetry streak and my writing streak from. And I'm just going to read this, if that's okay. A year and 2 days ago, you stepped onto a plane to go and seek the unknown in another country. You had guts and inner strength that no one recognized at the time. You were 18 years old and ready for the world, whatever it had to offer. You walked through the gates at Jan Smuts, turned, smiled, and waved us goodbye. I cried and said a silent prayer. This is my baby girl saying goodbye. A year and 2 days ago, you left to be away for only 5 months, and little did we know you would fall in love with a faraway country and fall in love with life. A year and 2 days ago, I heard you laugh. I haven't had your hugs or kisses. I haven't heard you cry, and I haven't heard your bedroom door slam. A month and 2 days from today, you will return. You will step onto a plane to start your journey back home. You will be 19 years old. You will be a woman and not a girl. You will be different, and I will have to accept. You will laugh and you will cry. So will I. But I will treasure the time you will be home, and I will wait for the door to slam, no doubt. But I will be happy to have you home. 1 month and 2 days from today, I will be at Jan Smuts, waiting for you to appear. I cannot wait. I say a silent prayer again. Come home, my child. For I have missed you so, your mother. And she wrote this on the 29th of May, 2001. I know my mother and I never saw eye to eye, and we were very stubborn. We were so much alike, but we were very different as well. But it was only until I became a mother myself that I realized where she was coming from. And she taught me everything I know about being a mother and how to raise a child, even though James gives me as much hell as I gave them. And she warned me, said to me, jy het jou laat gepluk. But regardless, the one thing my mother did do to me and my life, and for James, is took us in no matter what. We came home, she opened her arms, and she took James in as her only son. She adopted him and gave us a lot of support and guidance and love. And I think one of the people that will miss her the most is James as well. And for that, I thank you. I thank my mom for everything she has done for me. And I'm glad that she's now at peace and she doesn't have to say, wat 'n fok het Monique nou weer gedoen. So, in all that essence, yes, I only found my way later in life, and I did give my mom all her hell. But she was definitely also my best friend, and gave me a lot of guidance, even though we had a lot of ups and downs. And as I said, I was stubborn, and she was too. But we were very alike and very different. And I think Simone can agree, and Tanya can agree. She's taken us all in as family. And I think we're all going to miss her very, very much. Thank you so much for being here. And love you, Mom. And I will try not to fuck up again.
My mom had a good sense of humor. I'm happy that we can laugh in her memory as well. I can't remember who's next. Van Wouter. Yes, please come. Sorry, blonde brain.
Ik moest geweten het Tersia het so baie vriende maak. Ik het nie geweet. Dat sal so baie wees nie. Baie welkom aan almal. Ja. Simone het gevra dat ek iets oor haar en myself vertel. Maar het sy gesê ek moet net hard praat en kort, want ek het net, die seremonie is net 1 uur en 30 minute lank. So, ek het het maar kort gehou. Ja, Tersia en ek het maar redelijk laat in die lewe ontmoet. In maart 2018. Ons het mekaar ontmoet op die internet. En toen ze nou zo'n beetje daarom van elkaar gehou het, toen ze besluit, ons moet ontmoet. Nou, mijn wenslijst op dating was dat zij moet wijsheid hebben. Wisdom voor enig iets anders. En sy het baie daarvan gehad. Ons het toe besluit om vir koffie by Wimpie te ontmoet. Men het ek geweet dat daar omtrent 50 Wimpies in Benoni en Boksburg. Maar ons het by mekaar uitgekom, 10 uur. Sy ook stiptelik om 10 uur. Ek dink sy het bietjie voor die tyd gaan kyk wat sy karre kry. En toe was het maar net 'n bakkie. Ja, punctuality en reliability. Was uw trademarks. En natuurlijk beauty, grace, integriteit en wijsheid. Ons het daarmiddag gesit van 10 uur tot 4 uur. En ons het ons siele ontbloot. Na 6 uur het ek alles van haar geweet en sy alles van my. En dat het daar nie te veel afgeskryf nie. Dit was nie net love at first sight. Dit was meer soos 2 siele wat mekaar gevind het. Ons het baie in gemeen gehad. Ons het albei van baie taaf beginnings afgekom. Maar ons albei, dink ek, het ons lewens opgekerf en het gevind, rigting gekry. En interessant genoeg, my eerste my aankomst in Suid-Afrika in 1963, was my eerste port of call, was die Dutch Immigration Center in Murray Park. in Springs. Nou ja, Tersia het ook in Springs gebly. Baie later het ek eers gerealiseer dat vir 'n redelike lang tyd in die laat 60s, she just about lived around the corner. Ek was net of Snake Road, die verkeerde kant van die spoorlyn, en ek het gewerk vir Goede, en ek moes toesig hou oor die bou van The Muse, soos ons nou haar huis noem. And she would have been sweet 15 in those days. Ek was 22. Ek het altyd 'n grapjie met haar gemaak en gesê, toe geweet het wat ek nou weet, dat ek jou net daar gegryp en jou getrou. Maar sy sê toe, I would have been a cradle snatcher. Ek dink nie so nie. Sy was wise beyond her years. En 'n klomp ekstra eienskappe. Ons het altyd van moeder natuur gehou. Though we express it differently. Tersia gehou van haar pepper tree. En sy het gehou van haar gaste by Bataleur, klipspringers, shrews, voeltjies en die otkudu wat deur die tuin gehardloop het en haar mooi plante opgevreet het. Sy kon nooit tuin maak. Bataleur. Ja, persoonlik het ek gehou van die rauwe natuur. Untamed, wild, unpredictable, baie soos Tersia. Nou ja. Ons was professionele people watchers. Ons het daarvan gehou om by Woolies of Panarottis te sit met 'n koffie en die mense uit te kyk. En vir hulle te skinner. Al het ons niks van hulle geweet nie. Dit is van haar familie geskinner, moet ek sê. Never small talk, moet ek sê. Ons het gepraat van ons vaders. Ons het altyd ons vaders as rolmodelle gehad. My pa was 'n ingenieur en 'n pa het ook baie belang gestel. En Tersia natuurlik ook. Sy het altyd gepraat van Fourie, who gave her wings, en ongelukkig kan hy vanaand nie hier wees nie. But he gave her wings, he trusted her. And in many ways, she always referred to him as, she talks about him a lot, even Skinner about him. But he gave her wings, he trusted her, and he introduced her to the real world and the business world, zover ek kan onthou. En showers, natuurlijk. Ik heb natuurlijk ook haar liefde voor showers gedeeld, in meer dan één zin. Ja. Ik heb oom Henk gehad. Hij was mijn breintrust en mijn active supporter. En beide, Tersia en ik, het geweet van belangrijke mensen in ons leven, rolmodellen, wat ons rechtuit laat vliegen het en veilig laat landen het. En waarschijnlijk, als ik zo kijk, baie andere rolmodellen ook. En ze was natuurlijk mal oor haar zusters. Ik denk dat het omtrent 50 keer per dag voor elkaar WhatsApps gestuurd. Sy sê natuurlik sy het nie die helfte gelees nie, maar nee. Linda, Amanda, julle het baie tyd van my tyd gemors. En dan was sy natuurlik mal oor al twee teams. Haar showbiz team en haar batelier team. Hulle kon nie hier wees nie. Maar hulle was mal oor haar. Sy het hulle leer skoonmaak. Sy het hulle rigting gegee. Elkeen met 'n rugsak, met toiletpapier, met sunlight soap. Alles reg moes wees in die huise. Hulle het baie van haar gehou en ja, dis lang trane op die plaas. Ek sou graag een saamgevat het vandag om hulle te verteenwoordig, maar ek sal dit nou maar doen. En ja, natuurlijk Seth, waar is jy? Is hy hier? Agter. En Tersia. En Maria. En nou Dora. Ons wens reglik en ons sal help om showbiz voor te sit. Ek dink dit was 'n groot droom. Haar familie en haar extended family en dit ver gegaan. Sy het eintlik meer familie gehad as vriende. En so 'n bietjie almal geadopteer. Sy was baie lief vir hulle. En sy het hulle gespoil. Ek was meer Spartaans, soos ek groot geword het. En daar het sy voor opgemaak. En dan was daar natuurlijk Simone. Her partner in crime, her advisor, her sounding board. En baie keer my nemesis in competitie met Tersia se attentie, aandag. Baie dankie, Simone. Jy het haar goeie advies gegee. En weer eens, you stepped up to the plate en jy hou alles by mekaar. Dankie baie. Ons het al twee baie gehou van moord en doodslag. Wat kyk jy vanaand? Nee, M&D. Moord en doodslag. Nou so by die tweede episode, nou het Tersia presies geweet wie het wie doodgemaak. So by die derde episode was ek aan die slaap teen haar skouer. En na die tyd het sy my dan soos 'n regte detective het sy vir my vertel wat nou eintlik gebeur het. En natuurlijk dat sy reg was. Nou ja, was sy nie altyd reg nie. Ja, ons idee van 'n wille naweek was maar Tims, kwekerye en sulke plekke. En dan het ons, ja, lunch geëet. Cappuccino vir my, nou asseblief, stors. En vir Tersia, tee, maar net met my kos. Nie nou wel nie. En dit het definitief hulle tips geaffekteer. Naderhand het hulle daarom geleer, ons deel als. Het was net te veel, gewoonlik. Graag TV-shows gezien. Engineering marvels en scientific deurbrake. Ja, sy was baie tegnies in baie opsigte. She never really warmed up to a laptop. But she loved her phone. Sy het my vertel, sy hou nie van laptops nie. En as sy, toe sy nog bestuurder was, het sy altyd vir die personeel gesê, sorg net dat my muis kos kry, pas hom op. Maar sy het gehou van haar selfoon. Nie net om WhatsApps vir haar sissies te stuur nie en te ontvang, maar elke nou en dan is daar 'n WhatsApp. Good night. Don't forget to close the front door. James, Where are you? Where are the dogs? Het was haar digitale broodkrummels. Dit en trekker was haar manier om te kijken naar haar vlok en allemaal dop te houden. Partij van jullie het niet eens beseft, denk ik niet. Ons was al twee een beetje sceptisch omtrent organized religion. Maar ons was baie lief voor Mother Nature. Ons het altyd glo aan iets groters. En ek het geen twyfel daaromtrent, sy kyk nou vir ons. En sy kyk, are we living up to her expectation? And we better all are, or we'll hear about it somehow. Tersia het Sjouwerbis, I het Bateleur. We were married to our businesses before we could have married each other. Retirement was always next year. Once we had that thing or that project behind us. But truthfully, neither of us would ever stop. We liked being involved. We liked building things. We liked fixing things. I learned to delegate, often to her, abusing my scatterball. Tersia's passing still feels surreal. Ek sal haar desperaat. Haar liefde. Haar arms, my nek, my neus in myne, haar lap, haar eerlikheid, haar vriendelikheid, haar wysheid. Om saam met haar te kon stap vir die min 7 jaar was 'n privilege, Wat noem jy dit? Was 'n voorreg. Her memory will live in my heart for as long as I live. Thank you. Dankie. Okay.
I'm very grateful that my mother had 7 years of someone carrying her up in his arms and spoiling her and making her coffee in bed and making her feel loved. Thank you. Now we're going to ask Tanya to come and say a few words.
Morning, afternoon. It will only be a couple of short words. When Simone asked me if I wanted to say something, I said, yeah, sure. And only afterwards did I realize it's very difficult to say something about somebody that is, as we've all heard, absolutely amazing. She was an absolute lady at all times. And the best way I can describe Tersia is as follows. Tersia was known as Tersia, Mom, Osis, Oma, Gogo. My vrou, my sweetheart. En volgens my tuinier, die tannie wat alles van plante al weet. She was a mother who raised her own 2 daughters, Simone and Monique. She helped to raise Amanda. She helped to raise myself and my sister. She raised James. She was a friend to many and a teacher to even more. Whenever our worlds were falling apart around us, she would keep them together for us, fix them, and then gently hand them back to us. She would be the shoulder we would cry on, the person we would turn to for advice, when we didn't know which way to turn, and always the voice of reason. Her strength and wisdom will always be remembered, and we will take some of this with us as we celebrate her love and her love. Tersia, I've always wondered how you could possibly manage to do all these things, stay so strong, and still always look in control and look amazing. You did everything with a passion, a smile, and a bit of lipstick. My sunshine and angels, light up your way forward. We love you.
Thanks, sis. Gosh. Patricia, she's going to come and say a few words. You okay?
Okay. I'd like to greet everyone in the wonderful name of Jesus, the family, the friends, and the colleagues. I said I'll write out something, but I didn't get to it because there's a lot that I could say. I think we needed 2 days for us to be here for me to say everything. I never knew that this day would come so soon. We plan, but God decides. I still needed you more in my life. The will of God is painful at times. When I met, I used to call her Gogo, or I'll call her a Scorpion, because of the personality that she had. I met Gogo on the 27th of March, 2004. And she became my mother from that day. Whenever I'm sick, it doesn't matter, it's a boil, it's tonsillitis, it's flu. No, Patricia, you need to eat healthy. And she tells me in the morning, 2 o'clock, she brings me a burger and chips lunch. So I don't know. So that was Gogo for me. And I bless the 27th of March 2004 that I have met her. Actually, we were both of us standing in front of Bathroom Pizza. Bathroom Pizza was still on where there's China Mall now. Bathroom Pizza was still there. And we were standing at the door looking for work. And she came out. There she was still on her 50s. And she came out and she said, "Why are you standing here?" And I said, "We're looking for work." "Okay, give me your CVs." And I had the CV the other lady didn't have. And that's how I knew Gogo and I met her. And we started working together. I was her assistant. And we climbed the stairs. I think my genes or whatever it is, it's very stubborn. Because by now, the way Gogo was walking, I'm supposed to be Simone's size. Because that woman walked so fast. When she's on step 5, I'm still on my step 1. And come no, Patricia, come. You need to lose weight. Unfortunately, I haven't lost the weight. And one thing that she loved about me, she'll take measurements and she'll come back. And now she's forgotten the measurements, and I'll tell her, "No, there it was 995, 665. And she would say, "Patricia, how do you remember that?" I say, "I remember, write the sizes." And the sizes will always be right. And she'll say, "Patricia, you have a brain of an elephant." I miss her so much. She bought me my first 21st birthday, which was a frying pan. And I still have it even now. I really appreciate her in my life. I have learned a lot. She has carried me under her wing. We had a lot of fights, a lot of fights. There was a time where we're not talking to each other, but working. And she'd come in the office and she'd say, "You still sulking?" But I really loved her. I actually know Tersia is my mother more than my biological mom. My biological mom passed on when I was 14, and Tersia took me on for 22 years as her daughter. So that is the mom that I know. We come a long way. We come on the days of domestic divas. I don't know if there's people that still remember domestic divas. And it didn't work out, but we still stuck together. I have a lot to say about this woman. I'll never forget her in my life. And we'll walk into a restaurant and people will look at us, the way we talk, the bond we have, and she'll say to them, "No, she's my daughter from another mother." This year, everything changed. She was so calm and very caring. And she called me every day in the morning. And I told Seth, I said, "I don't like the way she talks." Because everything, whatever she would say, after every statement, she'll say to us, "What if something happens to me?" And I say, "What will happen to you? You are strong more than everyone in this office. The office will be very empty without you." Dorothea, please raise your hand wherever you are. There's Dorothea. One Friday, I came back from seeing the clients, and Coco says, "Dorothea, this weekend, you must go and learn how to write. You've got such a bad handwriting." And the Monday, Dorothea came back and she wrote on the board and she said to me, "Patricia, you see, now I can write." And Coco used to be hard on her, very hard, and she'd cry. And I said, "No, don't worry, don't take her personal. Because when she goes to her office and she comes back, she forgot what she actually said to you. So don't take her personal." And the other day, there was James's friend, Dylan. And Dylan asked Dorothea to type a CV for him. And Coco took the CV. "This CV is up to shit." And Dorothea cried and said, "Patricia, there's actually nothing right that I'm doing in this place." I said, "Don't take it personal. She'll go to her office, she'll come back, she'll ask you something else. She doesn't care whether you are crying or you are laughing. Don't take it personal." And recently, they were friends. They were giving each other's flowers, and she said to Dorothea, "If you want flowers for your office, make sure you water those flowers." So we will really, really miss her. On Seth's birthday, we had a potential big order of balustrade. But now no one knows in the office what is happening, how to measure balustrade and all that. Then we asked Seth's friend, and Seth's friend didn't come to the party, didn't communicate. And when Seth came in, she said to Seth, "Seth, no cake for you. Ek is betoner." So I've lost a mother. I've lost a mentor. My children has lost a grandmother. The small one, the younger one, the 8-year-old, the only question she's asking, "Guys, I don't know. Now, is Gogo passed away?" I say, "Yes, she's gone, no more Gogo." "Oh, now who's going to buy me my birthday presents?" I say, "Find yourself another grandmother." I loved her with all of my heart. she was not well. She was not well, but she was not saying. She was very strong. Her pain, I don't know. Gogo will take a pain tablet, I think, when she feels like she's dying. Her pain resistance was too much. She never took pain tablets. And when she calls me, I know that she is in pain. And I will go. I'll do what I have to do. What she tells me to do, I'll do, and I'll do it with an open heart. I loved her as my mom, and she loved me as her daughter. And I have so much messages where she said, Patricia, you are my daughter. Every morning when the weather is bad, she'll send me a WhatsApp. Patricia, the roads are bad. Drive safely. Things like that, I won't have them anymore. And she'll phone me while I'm driving, and I won't answer. And then she'll phone me when I've stopped, and I answer. Why are you not answering your phone? And I said, but you told me not to answer my phone when I'm driving. So choose your struggle, ma'am. So she was also my friend. And thank you, Simone, for taking care of her. We know how much you loved her. And thank you, Monique, for giving her grief. Thank you so much. There was times where we almost flew to Zimbabwe to look for you, girl. She's not here anymore. We are all focused on our lives. So don't pull your stunts now. We are now okay. Everyone is now focusing on what we need to do. Thank you, James, for allowing me being your second mother. I shouted you as my own, and you always do what I say. And thank you, Cyril, for the support. Amanda, Gogo would say, as Omvota was saying, I've got 15 messages. Oh, most of them are from Linda. She has nothing to do that one. We are all busy. So, thank you for also loving her. She was a very loving person. She loved all of us. I think she has helped a lot of people. I'll definitely miss her. I think I've lost a part of me. I am not even sure how am I going to navigate this life thing without her. But I'm putting all my trust in God. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And thank you for the support.
Thank you, Patricia. We're now going to watch a slideshow that my best friend, one of my best friends in the UK did for me. It's one of the things I just was too emotional to do. And then after that, if we can ask everybody when that's finished to go outside and just stand here by the entrance, we will say a poem and have a gesture for Mom at the end. Thank you to everyone for coming.
When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear and there is no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I will never do you wrong. I go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love.
It's raining, it's pouring, a black sky is falling, it's cold tonight. You gave me your answer, goodbye. Now I'm all on my own tonight. But when the big wheel starts to spin, you can never know the odds. If you don't play, you never win. We were in heaven, you and I, and when I lay with you and close my eyes, our fingers touch the sky. I'm sorry, baby, you were the sun and moon to me. I'll never get over you, you'll never get over me. I'm sorry, baby, you were the sun and moon to me. I'll never get over you, you'll never get over me. Whoa. You held back and lost out. You gave in to each doubt and walked away. A final embrace. You won't turn, I won't chase. Nothing more to say. But when the big wheel starts to spin, you can never know the odds. If you don't play, you never win. heaven, you and I. When I lay with you and close my eyes, our fingers touch the sky. I'm sorry, baby, you were the sun and moon to me. I'll never get over you, you'll never get over me. I'm sorry, baby, you were the sun and moon to me. I'll never get over you, you'll never get over me. Whoa. I found a love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in and follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were the someone waiting for me. Just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up this time. Darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Between my arms, barefoot on the grass, we're listening to our favorite song. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. Kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright this time. Darling, just hold my hand, be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes, baby. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect tonight. No, no, no. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark.
all the messages, all the thoughts, the prayers, the flowers, all the support that you've given us in the last month and especially this week. I can't thank you enough. When I go, don't learn to live without me. Just learn to live with love in a different way. And if you need to see me, just close your eyes or look for your shadow when the sun shines. I'm there. Sit with me in the quiet and you will know that I did not leave. There's no leaving when a soul is blended with another. When I go, don't learn to live without me. Just learn to look for me in the moments. I will be there. I like it here. Yeah.